from one of the loudest venues in the NFL. There's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts, because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
On first down, they go back to Pacheco. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. The Chiefs at 0-7, winless to start the year. And they come in just an absolute free fall. Losers now, Charles, of 7 in a row.
And I think this is where, in a locker room, a lot of the team looks to their best players and even silently asks for them to guide them out of this. You know, we've got to be better than what we've shown. We need you to lead us.
On first and 10, here's Pacheco. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. You talk about this Seahawk defense. Well, they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
This is such a good unit of covering passes downfield. I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
Hey, 15. Hey, yo, go going. What's that?
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's third down. Well, this defense for the Seahawks, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
Yeah, they only allowed 13 points, and you can poll all 32 coaches, and I guarantee you they'd say, we'll take that every single week. But let me think about that for a second. Maybe there'd be one contrarian that would say, give me 10.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 16. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion. So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10.
Easy. Yellow.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Down inside the 10. And he will take it all in for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Looking to put a drive together. First carry here for Kenneth Walker III. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
They go play action here on first down. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much. And, see, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A huge play there on the screen pass. And even 40 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 70 Timberwolf. 7 Pirates. Let's go.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
That's an early scramble that can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they're more than giving up.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker, halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Seahawks are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away. and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25. You talk about this Seahawk defense. And they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
This secondary has really developed into one of the strengths of this team. They diagnose, they cover, they run, they hit. What a nice team.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a first down.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
Yellow, yellow, yellow. Hey, color, color. Hey, 57, 57 color, 57 color.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Able to find Gray here. And he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive. He comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
These two teams all tied after 1. Now Patrick going to change the play. They give right side for Pacheco. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Mahomes going to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing, maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
He finds Smith and Jigba. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that'll bring up second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Open man, he's got his tight end, Elijah Arroyo. And he's going to get this inside the 30. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
Zone coverage here defensively. They're going to let their tight end run a drag across the field. This is where a linebacker gets forced to pass him off. That time, the receiver gets lost a little bit, and he's able to make the catch and pick up good yardage and a first down.
Walker now on 1st and 10. Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the defense says they have it. They do. One play into the ball game, an early turnover. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Back at the 31-yard line.
Fight on these two, fight on these two. Yellow. 50, yellow, 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 yellow. 15. Yellow, yellow.
Now here's Mahomes. Now he'll tuck this and run. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Easy.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
Yellow.
Oh, they're changing this at the line.
Yellow. 43.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Yellow. Hey, let's go on. Yellow.
Mahomes to throw once more. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Hey, Ripley.
Now Mahomes. That'll be caught by Rice. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
Hey, 57 colors. Here we go, 15.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. He had him It's incomplete.
Good touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, 57, 57. 15, 15.
Here's Mahomes to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Mahomes going to change things up.
Hey, 43. Hey, Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday, on Sunday. Yellow, yellow.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
43, 43, 15, 15.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Color.
And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Yellow. I'll go on, 80.
Well, looks like they'll move things around here.
Attack, attack.
Mahomes now to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Nicky Van Warren. And the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days that they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football? Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they're a full part of the passing game, and we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
They asked him to take charge and get them to a spot where they can at least attempt a kick before the half, and he does just that. Didn't trust what he saw downfield, so he took it upon himself to get them into field goal range using his legs. That's coming through the play they needed in a big spot.
70 Ranger, cut 19, 19 tight, 19 tight.
Back to throw now on first down. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
2nd and 10.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Back to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
He'll try and do this himself. He's got it at the 15. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Here we go, strike. Gravity Lions. 18, 5 here. Buffalo 18. Trap 60, trap 60.
Back to throw here. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker as the first half is winding down. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nicky Manwari. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take a knee and go into the half and regroup. Let's just talk it over a little bit. I wonder, partner, was the analytics coach in his head a little bit? Maybe go ahead and press it and try and get some points? While the old school coach probably would have said, take the knee, let's get out of here.
Now we could see points the other way here. And his kick is indeed good. And that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Carson Butler will kick off 4 games of
A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line can play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
Now back to throw. Throw out wide to Walker. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Repeat of the last play, finding Walker. Only able to gain a couple there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Here's 2nd and 8. We'll get this complete to the rookie first-round pick. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 28. A gain there of 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Seahawks.
Cut 19, press all in.
They'll look to throw again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10.
19 tight, 19 down. 7.
Back to throw again. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
A gain of 9 there. Sets up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Now receiver in motion left. Again, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown, Seahawks. A great play there. Taking it in. And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Kick is good.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Hey, 43. 15.
Throwing now is Mahomes. That one caught by Rice. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
43. Hey, on Sunday. Hey, 57 color, 57 yellow, 15. 15. Yellow.
To throw, it's Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Worthy. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
22 yards.
3rd and long always tilts to the defense. And I just remember as a player how many times it was hammered into my head. Know where the sticks are and get him down in front of it. But sometimes what happens is you worry about where that is much more than the person who has the ball. And on that play, they didn't have enough focus on him. And somehow he turned a short pass into a 1st down.
And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play there for KC. 45 yards. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Yellow.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Back of the end zone. Can he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Yellow.
Now Mahomes going to shift him around. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Now they'll change things up.
Yellow.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Butker's kick here is good. And that will close the gap down to 14. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
They're on 35-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
He finds his man, complete. That's Horton. First target, first catch, and a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
To say they've kept him under wraps running the football, that's an understatement. He's been completely neutralized.
Yeah, they've essentially taken him out of the game, haven't they? And you know all the teams say, we're not going to let him beat us. Well, that's exactly what's happened here. They've lived up to that.
2nd and 11. Throw left side, complete. That's Horton. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
There's a short one caught by Arroyo. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 3.
Dragon 60. Go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Pass caught, Arroyo right side. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Elijah Arroyo, 29 yards. And the Seahawks add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. Now here's Mahomes. Going for the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for KC. 44 yards.
To get back in this ball game, big plays are going to be necessary. And here's one right on cue. Coming up with 3 scores here in the 4th is not going to be an easy task. But that's good work there to bite off a chunk of yards.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Yellow. All right, go. Attack. Attack. 15. He's moving, boy, he's moving. Fight on these two. Here we go, 15.
Now Mahomes. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Yellow. All right, go blue. Hey, color.
Mahomes going to throw. Open man, right side is his running back. It's complete downfield. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Yellow, yellow. 15. Arca blue, lady. Right side.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that is caught for a touchdown, Kansas City.
And Xavier Worthy
From a yard out.
And the Chiefs have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35.
Okay, ready?
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Seattle.
Get it. Buffalo 18.
Smith and Jigba in motion right.
Ready, ready?
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Finding Walker complete. And he's got this down to the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They're going to look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it will bring up second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 29-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. Touchdown! A great effort there. 29 yards. And the Seahawks have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
When Mahomes sees something, he'll change the play.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10.
And now they'll shift things around.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he fires one incomplete. I think this is what this game's become now. You just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Yellow. 180. 50, yellow. Hey, 57. Attack.
Mahomes now to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I've got a good friend in football, always talks about predictive history. He's got one of their 2 touchdowns. You can understand why they tried to find him again. Weren't able to connect, but the thought, that was good.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
15. Hey, 57. Yellow. Hey, ribble it. Yellow. Yellow.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
43.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it.
Hero 15. Hey, go.
The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
15. Yellow.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man complete. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Well, give them credit. They're going to stay and fight this out to the end. 4th down, you've got to go for it. And they not only convert, but pick up some good yardage as well.
Hey, toe. 80. Hey, 57, 50, yellow. Attack. Come back. 43.
Back to throw now on 1st down.
Pass complete to Royals. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the 1st down.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Yellow. 15. Let's go, Lou, 80. Hero, 15. 15. Hey, 43, 15. Yellow.
And again, it's Mahomes. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Chiefs are able to cut into that deficit. Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead will be cut down to 14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And a few kneel downs should come very close to finishing this one off, depending on whether or not we see any defensive timeouts. They still have 2, but using them would just be prolonging what's really already been decided. That'll give them 8 that time, and they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
Let's go. Let's 50. Setting up. Cowboy 80.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Throw out wide to Walker.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another 1st down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Target, 19, check, bomb tag, check, bomb tag. Ready, right?
Again, he'll drop the throw.
Over the middle, finding Smith and Jigba.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Cut 19. Here we go, here we go. 70 Timberwolves. Hey, check that. Street.
Back to throw again.
Going right back to Smith and Jigba.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Jackson Smith and Jigba.
A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Seahawks tack on another score as they have dominated this fourth quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
Yellow. Fight on these two.
To throw, it's Mahomes.
That ball caught. It's Rice. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one.
That's good for our Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10.
Attack. Hey, 43, 15. Easy.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. 23 yards on the play.
Of note, that last throw right there, putting him over 3,000 yards passing now for the year.
And when you start running the numbers in your head and realize that we're not halfway done with the season yet, you think to yourself, could this be a 6,000-yard season? That's definitely on the table.
Hey, 15.
Mahomes quickly complete out wide. On a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Attack! Hey, Ripley! Hero 15! Yellow! Hey, Ripley!
Now it's Mahomes again. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Chiefs get a bit closer.
Yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Chiefs, 31. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
There's a short one caught by Arroyo. And even though he gets out of bounds to stop the clock, it's not going to matter. That first down going to be enough to write a finish to this one.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football and be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
Now, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. A big play there. With his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year.
And the Seahawks have made it a 3-score game now here in the fourth.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
And they'll opt not to return this, but since the ball did hit in the landing zone, this will come out to the 20.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses